Welcome to Quest for Hobbies. This is Craig. Just going to be doing a box opening of the Canadian AVGP Cougar. AVGP, I believe, stands for Armored Vehicle General Purpose. So without further ado, I'm just going to get the camera down onto the box here, and we can talk a little bit about it here. So, the Canadian AVGP Cougar, and it's marked as the early edition. I think these came out, or the AVGPs came out about 1970, so this is supposed to be the version that came out then. So this model here is made by Trumpeter. It's 1/35 scale, and looking at it, the box is in pretty good shape here. I thought it said on here, oh yeah, here it is. So it says the length of the model is 272.29 millimeters. The width of it is 73.61 millimeters. And then the total plastic parts is 210 pieces to put together. So looking at that, that's 210 pieces of the plastic parts. But then looking on the side here, I also see that the gun barrel, which is shown here, is made out of metal. And then it also includes a little bit of photo etch as well. So I already took the plastic off, as you can tell, so I'm just going to open it up, and that's the plastic that I was on, or that was on it, I should say. So inside the box we have a bag here, and that looks like the metal gun barrel, and then of course there's the 6 tires. Looks like they got some fairly good tread on them. Not too bad at all. One thing I'll mention too, and other people, YouTubers have mentioned as well in the past, I've seen, is Trumpeter. One thing that's good with Trumpeter, the way they make their models, is all of their parts, sprues and stuff like that, are all individually wrapped. So that way, if you need one, you take that one apart and then use that, and there's less chance of losing parts, and it's better put together that way. So here's our tires, and also in here is the glass to put on it. That looks pretty good there. This here looks like the rims for the wheels, so that would be the outside, the inside. That's to attach that. Yeah, that's what it is. Outside rims, inside of the rims. Put that together onto the tires. So that looks pretty good. And this here would be the bottom shell of the AVGP. I'll just call it Cougar for now on. So anyways, that looks to be pretty good shape. Not too much excess stuff on that. Not much detail on the bottom, but that's, I guess, the way it is there. Now looking in here, I can see now the top of the Cougar, and yeah, it's got a fair bit of detail on here. The screening and the hatches etched in there. Spot for the turret inside there. So that's that. Nice packaging, pretty clean looking that way. And then here's a part, has some stuff underneath the plastic here. I'm not sure why that's wrapped like that. Must be some fine parts in there that could easily break off and fall apart, I guess. I see there's the propellers here. For the earlier version of the Cougar, they made it amphibious, I believe. But I think they since this model of tank is still in operation with the Canadian Armed Forces, and I believe they took that option away from that. As I do more research on it through the build, when I do get building this here, I'll probably talk a bit more about that on when they took that away and things like that. Anyway, that looks pretty good. Here looks like some more parts. Fairly good detail with the rivets and stuff like that on there. Nice and clean looking. Now we're into the big sprues. This here would be, looks like a lot of the shocks and stuff like that for the wheels and things like that to put the tank together. So that's pretty good. And of course this here is the turret. That doesn't look too bad. Turret with the lids and stuff like that. So that would be the hatch for the turrets here. It looks like you can have them so they can open or close. And one last piece of sprue here. Oh yeah, they got the gas can here. It looks like a shovel. There's a little bit of equipment to go on the outside of it. Kind of cool looking. Bunch of little stuff. Handles and things like that. Yep, we'll get to figure out what it is as the build goes on for that. So that's that. Oh, and here's the photo etch. So the photo etch, I'm not sure what parts that would be for, but I guess I would find out eventually in there. But it's pretty small stuff, that's for sure. That's that. And then of course here's the stickers. One thing that they did make mention on this model here is that it comes with two paint schemes. The first paint scheme is this black and the green color on there. That's one of the main paint schemes for that, for there. And they also have the other one in the UN white, and I guess that's why we have the UN stickers as well, so we can do it that way too. So that'll be a decision I'll have to make whether I want to do it UN white or with the green color. So this looks like some more sheets here. Of course, here is the painting and marking guide. So this would be the UN side, and this is the other side here. So this tells you how to do the painting, all the markings, what colors to use. I see up here it says the color, metal black for instance, wood brown, dark gray, light green, tire black. Then they show you the different paint ones here. So you've got Mr. Hobby, you got Vallejo, you have Model Master, Tamiya, and Humbrol. Not sure of Humbrol. I've used Tamiya, and that's pretty much all I've used is Tamiya. Just getting into the modeling again and stuff like that, that's all I've really used for paint so far is just testers and of course Tamiya. Tamiya I find is pretty good. A lot of people out there use that. So again, on the UN side, same thing. Got the different paint schemes here, and so if you want to go and buy them, you can buy that stuff and you get the right paint schemes. So that's that. And here looks like just an advertisement. USS Independence, so this is the A4E Skyhawk made by Trumpeter. Looks like a fucking plane. On the back we have some more stuff coming out March 2011. This is now 2017, so obviously this model has been made for a little while, so these are probably out already. But there's the AVG Cougar right here. So that's that. And then now we have the fun part. That's the instructions. So of course with the instructions I see read before assembly. They talk about what the different symbols mean, the detailed application. Inside it shows us what all the sprues look like to make sure we have it all, I guess. And of course there's 1, 2, looks like fairly simple instructions to follow that way. Come along here, looks pretty good as well. 6, 7, all the way up, keeps going up to 10, 12, 13, and then we stop at 14, finish show. So that's a picture of what it's going to look like when it's done. So that is basically the unboxing of the Canadian AVGP Cougar Early Edition. AVGP stands for, what did I say it was? Having a brain fart right now, thinking of it. Okay. Armored Vehicle General Purpose. So So of course it's got some armor on it. It's a vehicle, and that's general purpose. Use it for whatever they need it for. It's a fairly small vehicle that could get around quite easily in different trains. And as I said in the early edition, I might show it on here somewhere, but somewhere in the back here, or here on the sides, it shows it on here in the picture. It was made as an amphibious vehicle as well, but as I said, in the newer versions they took this out. But I might just make it in the early version, just because I probably will just do a straight out of the box build for this. So that's our stickers and photo etch back in there. All of our sprues, which I said they all look pretty clean, pretty good, nicely put together. It's one of the best models I've seen for a while. So anyway, that is that's it. So I will talk to you later. Bye.